So there was another one I seen that I'm actually not going to go to it right now. When you said she had to accept it after crashing, I seen something that said radical acceptance. Was it hard to accept that you had epilepsy? How was that mission? Mine, um, my 20s is when I started looking like this is serious. I got to start paying attention to my epilepsy. So acceptance wasn't there all my younger teens, early 20s. I was running
Yeah.
reckless, drinking, doing whatever I felt like doing. Uh, yeah, didn't even worry about epilepsy. But yeah, it was hard to accept after I really paid attention to it. In high school, I wouldn't say it was hard to accept, but like the first few seizures, I was kind of, I'd say, would it be insecure? I was just kind of like, I thought people were always talking about me, people that seen it. So like, I would pass someone because you have classes with so many different people. It's mixed up. You don't go to class with those same people every time. So I would see people from that class that I had a seizure in, and I'd see him with that group of people, and I'd be like, "Why are they all looking at me? Did he tell everybody there?" And then I would see one of those person from that circle, and I'd always be thinking that, did this person tell this person? No, this person told that person, or did that person go on and so on? So yeah, I was a little worried about it in high school, but then yeah,
After
after
having a
that, 18.
seizure in high school, I wasn't like right in school in class. And yes, I was worried when I came back. I don't know. Was it the next? I don't think it was the next day. Whenever I came back after that seizure, I was worried and I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is the end of me and stuff. But no, it was just a normal high school
Beginning.
for me, and I could just be like treated normally through high school for
Yeah,
me.
I like that. I like that I did get treated normally once I got over the part of I think everybody's staring at me. A lot of people who didn't see it, I was told once I told them I had epilepsy and they weren't in those classes or whatever. They were like, "Oh, okay," but like I said, a lot of people didn't know anything about it, so they didn't really look into it. I was like, "Oh, I had a seizure, you guys." They were like, "Okay." They didn't make fun of it because they didn't know what it was. It wasn't on TV as much as it is now. Um, Seizures were barely talked about back in the early 2000s. They're barely talked about now, but yeah, um,
Yeah,
yeah,
friends in school came and like questioned me about it. It's like, what happened? It's like, what do you feel? Like, what is this? It's like stuff I didn't know how to answer, but I gave them like stories that I was told that happened while I was in a seizure. Like hitting my dad and stuff, and releasing all my strength.
Oh, I've been
Really?
told that you're very strong when you have it. I've been told
Yeah,
that.
we go woke up.
Yeah, I've been told you gotta calm down, man. You get angry, then you get all strong, and we can't hold you down. Yeah, been there. How
Oh,
about
Yeah,
you, Emma? You get extra strong?
probably not. No, no, because I got strapped into a. Well, I mean, I couldn't have broken out of that, but yeah,
Been
the
there.
fucking paramedics put me into a stretcher and I don't know, they thought I was on drugs or something. I could not get out of that, so no, maybe I get weaker.
Yeah, I've been strapped down. There's no getting out of that.
No,
No matter how strong you are, once
they got
you're strapped, and hands next to you. Yeah, they thought I was on something too. So it isn't only you. Don't be ashamed.
yeah. I
Does
never
any
woke up in uh the ambulance. I always woke up in the ER.
Okay, okay.
you missed the fun part.
Yeah, you missed the fun part. The ride there, always strapped in.
They
They're
yell at
telling you they're not going to unstrap you. and then telling you calm down. Like, I'm trying to be calm, but I'm strapped down. I'm not understanding why. How are you going to tell me to calm down? Tell me why I'm strapped down. And they don't want to tell you why. They're usually just told when you get here, strap him down. He's kind of violent or whatever the case.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
not strapped down in the ER, but you're still like freaking out unless somebody's like there that you know. It's like, what the hell?
how did you come to accept it, Emma?
Honestly, I feel like it was happening for so long. Like, I don't want you don't put all of this on online, right?
I can take it out if you want me to.
Yeah, so my sister and I have both my EEG showed childhood absence, blah blah, blah, and that's what my sister has. And I always thought like, like she has that and she doesn't care, like it looks silly. I have like other things that aren't that, but I always knew something was like not right. So like I mean, I had some bad falls and no one seemed to care. I was in my 20s, I didn't care. So I just got so used to like adjusting my life. Like I knew I couldn't do certain things. Like I stopped driving. I would put pillows around myself at night. So I feel like it was just happening for so long that it's like it doesn't feel that different now. I mean, yeah. I don't feel like I have to accept it. Like it's just happening, you know?
Yeah. All right. I got one here that says, "Do you ever get over missing your
Oh,
old mind and self?"
I think we lost Emma.
She'll probably come back
Uh, yeah,
because her face was frozen. So
yeah, there she goes.
there you go. I got something here, Em. It says, "Do you ever get over missing your old mind and self? I was diagnosed with frontal lobe epilepsy, and my life has drastically changed since I had my first seizure before my diagnosis over 2 years ago. I feel like I don't know who I am, or it's a new person living it. What is a shell? Living living in what is a shell of my old body. I don't want either. I just want my brain that once functioned in my body, that used to cooperate with myself and my mind. I feel like I'm going insane. Do you ever miss the real you?" Yeah, that's something like I said, that's part of the radical acceptance thing. You just gotta be like, F it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
If you're not, you just get depressed if you just sit there and think about it all day. Why me and all that stuff. Try not to go there with the why me, but it happens.
Yeah, it could be
yeah.
just gone.
I was gonna say this is again what I think is like. I really, other than the other stuff that Pookie just said, it's just like we never really got to have a different life. We just went on with it, you know.
I don't know if anybody else gets this, but like sometimes like after I would have like a bad seizure, things didn't look right to me. Like they didn't feel familiar. Like sometimes I would have trouble even recognizing myself. And I don't know if that's just because that's happened a bunch of times that I just sometimes I'm like, who the fuck am I? Like I used to be a completely different person almost. So I wonder if that's kind of
Okay, yeah, I know where you're at. I've thought of that. I've thought,
Yeah.
damn, I've been. I feel like a different me. Like I said, I just got over it fast because I was like, I don't want to have a seizure to keep thinking about this. I don't want to go into one. And for some reason, ever since epilepsy, I've got way more emotional than usually. So I don't want to sit
Yeah.
somewhere crying and not know why. And yeah, disappointed crying, angry crying, sad crying, and all of it. I don't know why at that point in time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember telling my therapist once, like, I want to cry and I don't know why.
yeah.
mhm. Yes, been there. Someone said epilepsy taking away youth. Not sure to post this or who to talk about, but my younger brother is 18. He was diagnosed with epilepsy in 2020 at 13 years old. So his whole high school experience has been him and with epilepsy. His junior and senior year, he was basically homeschooled because of the fraternity frequency of them. So he only has like one friend. He is never around people his age. He missed out on all things that are developmentally to have in puberty. He's never had a girlfriend, kiss, really even had the opportunity to flirt with girls. Recently, my sister and I seen he's talking to girls on Snapchat, but they are definitely like OnlyFans girls. So he's buying video content and taking them, talking to them on there. I'm worried about his development and how this affecting his long-term ability to be in a relationship, view himself, view a woman, etc. Have you made friends if you were able? How have you made friends if you were taken out of school? How do you date with epilepsy? How did this stunt your maturity, puberty, etc.? He's in therapy though. Um, like you said, Em, I don't think you said you had it as a teen, but I can't remember if you said you had it as a teen. But yeah,
I wasn't diagnosed as a teen, but it's pretty clear looking back that both me and my sister probably had it. But yeah, I think
okay, so
if diagnosis is different. I think it. Yeah.
okay, yeah, so him with it, I'd say you gotta just let him live. Uh, I had it, and she didn't say he has any other problems like social anxiety or anything like that. So, I mean, talking to people is talking to people. If you got to go online, eventually, hey, you might get an OnlyFans girlfriend. Um,
You just might see some nice content you like. I mean,
right. He might be finding some kind of interest that's helping him through puberty. Um,
yeah, that's it.
yeah,
Who
Late
wrote?
bloomer.
late bloomer. Yeah, so I say don't worry about the OnlyFans stuff. I mean, that's the least of your worries. If you're,
Mhm.
I mean, if you're worried about how much content he's buying, that's a thing too. You don't want your brother to go broke buying videos and pictures of tits and stuff.
Yeah, they shouldn't be that expensive.
I wouldn't know personally, but I heard about it, and I heard about people making so much money off of that. But we'll move forward um, because,
Having one.
yeah,
I,
I've been
I
asked. Go ahead.
I haven't. I don't know how much like does that cost a lot or anything? Because I
Yeah, how
never.
much?
I think OnlyFans, you pay for a subscription for to view that person doing whatever they're doing through the month, and they post videos maybe every day, maybe other. I've never got into it, but I've been asked to be a partner, and I was just like, yeah, tell me more about it. And then I was like, never mind, don't tell me about it. We'll talk about it later. And we never end up talking about it. So um,
Yeah, I never
I
done
thought I was just
OnlyFans.
being used. Like, hey,
I
I
I
like
could
you. How about you do this with me? And I was just
I
like,
could get girlfriends and stuff. I think my first girlfriend was in sixth grade, so
Fuck.
how do you date with epilepsy? That was one of them. Um, I feel like once I got in my 30s, it was a little harder to date. Uh, but it's not that hard, I guess. Dating sites, I guess. When I meet people that I like, I just kind of engage in conversation and turn to that. But yeah, I'm trying to think. It hasn't been that hard to date. But at his age, early 20s, dating, and then you don't have the experience, you're gonna lose your virginity to someone in your 20s. Um, I'm not sure if that's odd to the female when she's like trying to teach you, but I'm sure if he's watching OnlyFans videos, he doesn't need any teaching. He just needs to be put in that position. Yeah. I mean, I don't know which other way to put it. Like,
I
yeah.
think kids aren't like kids now too. I don't think it's that strange what he's doing. Kids are like not like having sex a lot, I think is the thing. Like I personally think maybe this person should chill out on how much they're worried about their brother. I mean, unless somebody's forcing him to be homeschooled, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, well, I think now he's out of high school now. I think she's saying, and he has
I
epilepsy.
was I
Yeah,
I didn't get homeschooled, so I don't. Yeah, I went through a regular experience.
yeah, that's rough. And he's 18, so I don't know. I say give him a few years. You could still date. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Like I said, it wouldn't be hard to date. You got to let people know. So I mean, that's going to be hard at first, trying to let people know that I have epilepsy, and that part was still hard to come out with. But once people figured it out, or I could say once people, I don't want to sound like I'm doing too much, but I guess once someone kind of saw me, then they were like, okay. I didn't have to tell them. Once I did tell them, they were already interested. You know what I mean? I don't want to make that sound like I'm bragging or something, but yeah, the past few people that I dated, it was like, okay, I'm already here now, so yeah.
I mean
Uh,
it's good to warn people about stuff like that too. And you know, I never like my wife when we were dating. It was like the first month in, and I told you about that, Pookie.
mhm.
And it's like she had to go pick up her son from her baby daddy, and I had a seizure, and she just chose to stay by me instead until I came through.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
and that's like that was the difference. Like, you know, that's gonna keep the relationship going. You got someone that's gonna stay by you, or you're gonna have someone that, no, I don't want to deal with you.
Right. There was a few people that I didn't have a seizure in front of, and I think those people are gone, and the other ones are still here. The ones that seen a seizure are more still around. Uh, yeah, actually, there was one situation I told someone, and I think I did tell her too late. I think I told her maybe a few months in, and it wasn't even that type of relationship to begin with. But then she just started being distant, and she wasn't calling as much as she used to. I don't know if she imagined me having a seizure while we were in bed, but we stopped sleeping together. Went from not so often to never. Um, she still messages me though, so I think there's still some possibility out there, but I haven't asked anyhow.
How tall are you're like 6 feet tall, right?
6'2".
6'2", yeah. Yeah. I think it might take more to discourage people from saying no to
Friends
6.
with benefits.
Yeah. Angel, you ever had a seizure while having sex?
Not
Not that you can
um
remember.
not that I can remember. Like I said, mine's has always been unaware until the cluster.
Okay. Um, yeah,
And no
got
one's
something.
ever told me.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
That's happened twice.
What happened?
Uh,
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I do, but I want to know if you're ready to hear it.
My story's not as fun as yours.
They're never fun, especially for a female, I can imagine.
Mine was just kind of dumb. Like, I had two different guys tell me that during sex I would go cross-eyed, and I think that they took that, they were like, yeah, I was so good you went cross-eyed, but I didn't remember it, so I was like, whatever, no, I didn't. And by the second time I was like, I guess I did, but like, no, I didn't. And then recently I was watching my nanny cam and I was like, oh yeah, I did. I did.
Mm,
I don't know
yeah,
what
that's
it is.
rough.
Like, sex and seizures are seem to be a thing.
Yeah, um, they're a thing. I don't know why that happens. Like, has hasn't happened to me in 10 years, so I'm not worried about it anymore. Pretty much got it together by now.
I
Yeah.
think it's like hormone statement and everything. But yeah.
So I got something here. It says, "Why am I rude after a seizure?"
Well,
Basically, what the title says. I have memory loss from before and after my seizures. I don't recall anything until after I come back fully from a seizure. And even then, my memory is foggy, but various people who have been around me after a tonic-clonic seizure have told me, not out of malice, that I tend to be quite rude once I've woken up from a seizure. I'm sure I don't actually mean anything I say, but since I can't remember what I said and people tend to not actually tell me what exactly I say, I'm curious. Does it have to do with my brain and it disrupting the chemicals in my brain that handle emotions? I'm definitely very sensitive and sad once I've fully come back from a seizure, but I don't recall being rude. I recall being rude a few times. Yeah, the
I'm
rudeness I
out of
can
this
remember.
one.
I can remember trying to get out of the ambulance. So, um, you guys ever been rude to the ambulance or anyone?
Not while in a seizure, no. Not
Well,
that
I
I
mean
know of.
afterwards, like your postures. Have you ever like raged up and roared up at anyone and or whatever?
Afterwards, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to wake up
No.
every morning and start a fight with my partner, but then like 2 seconds later I would forget it. But now I'm on Lamictal, I'm not having as many nocturnal seizures. I'm like, wow, Lamictal like made our fight stop in the morning.
Capra. Capra was some shit. Ah,
yeah. I haven't had Kepper rage that I can remember.
that's probably like I think that's the rudest I ever been to people, and even then I was trying to control it. Like you have to hold down anger you're feeling inside of you and everything. And it's like I'm holding it, I'm pushing it all back down. And I think the rudest one, but I think he earned it, was the neurologist because it didn't sound like he was listening to my wife or me on what we were saying about the medicine and everything until I finally snapped and it was just like, what the fuck is happening to me? You know?
Yeah, I know.
It's like this is me. This is my mind. What the fuck is happening to me?
Yeah.
You ever feel like you're losing your mind?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God.
And I didn't know it was Kepper back then. I thought it was Lamictal because it all started with him putting up the dosage to the Lamictal. But as I started researching more, yeah, it was the Kepper.
I got a good one here. It says, does anybody else blame themselves for their epilepsy? I recently had an appointment where I'm switching medicine again and I need some more scans. I just hate epilepsy. I'm currently already taking large doses of medicine, falling asleep constantly, forgetting words, and still having seizures around 4 months apart. I found myself blaming myself for my seizures, saying things to myself like, maybe I forgot to take my medicine, perhaps went to bed too late. I'm just too stressed out, and maybe I can reduce my seizures or side effects if I did this or that. Does anybody else blame themselves, or is this just something I do? Um, I don't exactly blame myself, but I see where that person is coming from because I've heard stories of people who've done things in their past life who now think that they're late 50s or early 30s or whatever the case. Maybe I could have drank less in my teens. I heard about stuff like that, or maybe I should have went to a drinking college or stuff like that. Um, I say don't blame yourselves. Don't blame yourself. You're just gonna be more angry or maybe more depressed or stressed thinking of it like that.
Yeah, and you can't be perfect. Like you gotta live your life. But I sometimes I get like really guilty afterwards. It seems to be like I have like the same emotions and the same pattern after I have a bunch of nocturnal seizures. And like part of that is I feel like really embarrassed and guilty, but like I don't actually feel that way. It's just like uncontrollable.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel more burdened. I blame myself when I have like, I need to ask for a ride from certain people. Like even now, I'm like living in my mom's house again, and I try to be the one that uses the least amount of electric and like eat the least amount of food, you know, and everything with all my situation. It's like,
Um,
and my mom was like, "He take the money." I'm like, "No, no."
I'm
But
not sure
yeah,
what.
I feel guilty.
Yeah, I don't because I know I was run over by a car, but I could understand how that person feels like that. Mine is totally not my fault, 100%. I was going to get it regardless after that accident. Um, Angel, also, I know, I'm not sure how that would work.
Go
They're
ahead.
going, you're going
You
through a
know,
divorce right now, but I was going to ask you, would your wife be interested in like coming and talking to us and maybe answer a few questions?
oh no, I don't even talk to her.
Em,
I
you think
only
your
vid
partner would
chat the
come join
baby.
us?
I only vid chat baby.
Yeah, I was thinking, Em, would your partner join us ever?
He might. He's a Midwesterner, so he's very reserved, but yeah, I'll ask him.
Okay, yeah, because I asked a few other people and they said maybe. Um,
It would be really interesting because it's been really hard for him. It's been hard on our relationship.
yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll get some others one day. I got something else here. It says, I'm going to lose my job because of my meds and just overall symptoms. I haven't been able to perform my job fast enough. Fast enough is in quotes. I'm an engineer and I've had a hard time remembering things because I really struggle with short term memory loss because I'm not bringing enough sales in. They're planning to fire me at the end of the month if I don't fix things. I'm going to start working 6 days a week instead of 5 days to see if it helps. But honestly, my brain is fried by Wednesday. How do you keep up with a full work week on meds? I do hydrocephalus too much, which causes some brain damage. I haven't worked in a while, so a 5 day work week could be a little much these days. But yeah, um, I can't keep up in a full work week unless it's
Can you
like
hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
How do you keep up with a full work week, Angel?
When I did work, um, first of all, I worked at a distribution center receiving part. So I was a general warehouse associate, but it was also unionized, so I was kind of safe from like being fired. But they ramping up like the workload speed, and at the same time, I was a they call it a desk person, which is desk person's duties was equivalent to basically an assistant supervisor. So 2 days out of the week, I had to compete with what my co-workers were doing 4 days out of a week, you know? And it was just hard to keep up.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. So someone said, "Does this sound like nocturnal? Does this sound like nocturnal epilepsy?" A year ago, I started having these episodes where I would sleep, where I would have sleep paralysis, and that's pretty much all I thought it was until it started happening more frequently. Now it's now it's not your normal sleep paralysis where you're stuck and you can't move, but my eyes roll back and start feeling this tingling sensation all over my body. It's now starting to happen every night and during naps too. During the day, I've been feeling super exhausted and had to take a nap 2 or 3 hours after waking up because I'm just so tired. I'm a bit confused because I know people say that you're not even aware of a seizure if you have nocturnal epilepsy, but I'm aware pretty much every time. But like I said before, it only happens when I'm sleeping. Is this something I should be concerned about, or is this just normal sleep paralysis? I've never had sleep paralysis, but um, I never had nocturnal epilepsy either. This is something we should have had Jeff do, or um,
I can answer this. First, I can say is you know your body and you know what's different, and you know you know when something's off and something doesn't feel right. Um, Sometimes somebody else can point it out to you, but yeah, you know your body. I had nocturnal seizures, and I feel like I've been having a bit more. I even told my doctor this um, before he decided to change my medicine um, in the last visit, because he knows I'm going through the divorce and the child custody case and stuff, and it's giving me extra stress and everything. And I told him I've been feeling like I had a couple of overnight seizures. With one of them, my mom catching it, pointing it out to me that was blood on the bed, where my nose would be on the bed sheet. So, and there was another week where I felt completely exhausted. Um, like even my bones were weak. I didn't feel grand mal sound sensation of like when you drink water, it's like metal or whatever. But that might have been because I might have slept enough. But um, yeah, it took a few days to recover from that one, and I'm pretty sure, like after when I realized it took a few days to recover after that one, I knew it was a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
Angel, I'm sorry to hear you're going through that. That sounds difficult.
Stress does it. Extreme stress will always like push you over, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get things out of my mind, and like got I'm getting back into my faith, uh, Christianity. My friends always are pushing me to go out and stuff, so I don't have problem there. It's just like in my case, more of the way I was kind of just like from being the because I applied for disability and I was the home dad, and then I was the one kicked out. So no income.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting on an appeal. I'm in the appeals court process. I already saw a judge.
For your disability?
Yes, SSDI. And like I have the credits and everything. It's
Yeah.
like even when I was at the court, it's like their their doctor was over the phone and like he could barely name jobs I could do. But even the judge was like trying to like figure things out. And I was even telling her, like, look, I'm on this new medication. I just got put on it last month because I had another seizure. And she's like, what, you're still having seizures? I'm like, yes. And she still ended up denying me. So it was
That's
like,
bull.
it was crazy,
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But either, I'm like in a where Pookie is, where it's like, if I don't get this, I want to work. I rather work. I don't
Mm.
care what I got to put my body through. I'll put it through hell.
Yeah,
I
I
done
love working.
already hurt.
Yeah, man,
I,
I
I
love
done
working.
already.
I would
Huh?
love to go back to work.
Yeah.
I just
Get
love,
you outside of the house.
right, being busy, being outside the house. I love that. I mean, I don't mind doing this because this has been good for
I
me.
done already. Like, I don't. M wasn't here when we did the injuries one, but I done already hurt myself so many times. I'm missing teeth. I got fractures in my left foot that never healed right. I dislocated my shoulder once. Um, I've been through a cluster seizure that lasted I'm going to say at least 6 hours,
Damn.
Right.
you know, and that was before they could get the Klonopin dissolvable pill in me. Um, and it's like, I don't trust this administration. It's like, seems like trying to take everything apart
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
when
great
it comes
before,
to
and they want to make it worse.
when it
Right.
comes to even for the people already on disability, they're trying to take it apart.
Yep. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm on my third appeal right now, so I know what you're going through. And even all the seizures that I had, like falling fryers and wandering off and shit, they don't think that they think I can still work. But I've been to work and didn't remember the whole day and then wandered off after that. So I see what you're
Yeah,
going through, and that
yeah.
absolutely
It's like
sucks, Benson.
the people closest to you, like, no, you can't at all. Like, look, and this is because I know I had to go through for physical therapy for my foot to get back, and I watch what they did for other people to do for walking. So I did that. So like I could stop relying on a cane again. I was relying on a cane for probably, I would say, 2.5, 3 years already. You know? And I'm like, if I gotta go to work, I'm not gonna rely on the cane because the minute they see the cane, they're gonna say nope, bye. And I had that pre. I'm an old school guy, so I already had that pre-Obama mindset where it's like you got a pre-existing condition. It's hard for people with epilepsy to find good jobs, you know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Um,
You, you got
I
to
think
take it where
ever
you can get
since,
it.
huh? I didn't hear what you said, Angel.
I said you got to take it where you can get it.
Yeah. Um, I think I can pretty much get by getting a job. I mean, it might be difficult, um, like like maybe maintaining the job, but getting a job, you don't have to tell them. So you can pretty much get the job,
Yeah,
and then once you tell them, they can't fire you because of it, but they can give you maybe like parameters or stuff to make it maybe have you not in a bad position. Um, yeah.
should I be working? This is the same thing that I told my neurologist the other day on Thursday. It's like, look, I do want to work. My mind wants to work. My body says otherwise. I keep having seizures. I'm not physically able in some capacities. You know, it's
Mhm.
it's like I know my wife wants to put me through child support, but she she's not gonna get what she wants, you know,
Yeah.
because I can't do it. You know, I'm disabled.
Hmm. Um, yeah. I know what you mean. I'm disabled. Not everybody wants to hear that shit. But got something here. It says I'm
They
actually gonna
told
make
her
this the
that.
last one. Gonna make this the last one because I don't know if it's a sign, but I will say it before something happens, and I'll remind you guys next time. my mouth is kind of getting really salivating a lot. I have a little migraine, but we'll make it through. It says
I
lots
had
of
some
seizures suddenly.
activity feel earlier,
Mm.
but I stuck it out.
Yeah, I've stuck it out a few times, and as you see that other episode, I stuck it out for 2.5 hours, and I was having a cluster, focal after focal after focal, and tried to make it through. And eventually, I was just like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna give in to it. Let me go lay down somewhere. But yeah, let me not fight it this time. The last one says lots of seizures suddenly. Usually I have a seizure maybe once a month, but most of those are just auras that I've recovered from quickly. But this week I've had 5 of them, always in the morning, usually about an hour after wake. I take my meds on time, like it's religion, and my life is mostly stress-free at the moment. Any ideas why I'm suddenly having so many? Obviously, I plan to see the doctor. It's just not easy to get into them where I live, so I have to wait a bit. Could you weather changing? Could it be weather changing a factor? It has been very hot and humid this last week. That was it. But weather changing, I've heard that a few times. The heat and humidity and all that making people have seizures. That's not one of my triggers, um, fortunately. But I hear a lot about that, about warmer weather with some people.
Yeah, I would say weather could be a possibility. There's also the possibility that there, you know, it could be something non-epileptic going on with your body, and your body warns you by having seizures. You know,
Yeah.
um, and I think the year before, uh, I found out about my liver, that's what my body was doing for me. Like it was sending me into a bunch of like liver, not liver problem, seizures. And when I neurologist couldn't figure it out, it was just like, we don't know what it could be. They checked the liver enzymes, it was way too high. That was the answer. But I ended up having, I was diagnosed with, it's called non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, NASH for short. And I had 1B fibrosis, which is scarring on the liver. And for those who don't know, liver is pretty much your immune system. So it runs your immune system. So if that's having problems, yeah.
You think this person is having lots of seizures for any reason? They're taking their meds. I think seeing a doctor is best. If you're taking your meds and you just all of a sudden start having more, you might be becoming, what they say, susceptible to the medication. Um, what do they call it? I think Sailor Mom said she's medication resistant. So I think maybe you can start. I don't know about it really. I think maybe you can start it later in the medication. It's just something you got to get checked up on. And being the person can't see one soon, um, I hope you see this. I go to the emergency room. I'd say something to someone because I do not like seizures that are fluctuating from less to more ever. Go ahead,
I
Emma.
Yes,
also have another theory. Go ahead, Emma. You can talk.
you go. I'm gonna forget.
Oh, I was going to say they probably, if they're taking their medications and stuff, it's not heard of, but they might have built up a tolerance to their medication, and yeah, might need a increase in dosage if they haven't reached the max dosage, or might have to try a new med.
Was it a woman or a guy? Do you know?
Hasn't said, but I can look at the picture. Let's see. Seems like a woman.
This probably doesn't have anything to do. Actually, probably don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's a man.
It's a man. Then never
But what
mind.
were you gonna say? Sounds quite interesting.
It's fun. So I found out that I was having a lot of pain in my pelvis, so they did an ultrasound, and in my pelvis I have a what they call a dermoid. You guys ever see the movie Malignant?
Yes.
So I
think I
got that.
have.
Say that again.
I
Angel?
have, yeah.
What'd you
I
say,
said
Angel?
I think I have. I just don't remember it. It sounds familiar though. Like if you know when you remember a word.
Would that be Maleficent or is that different?
No, I own Maleficent. I know I seen that.
But yeah, go ahead,
Malignant
Malignant.
is it's a horror movie, and she
Oh,
finds
okay.
out. Well, I don't want to spoil it, so I won't tell you. It's a good movie.
Go
Well, I
ahead.
guess I'm gonna spill it, but sorry. Um, get to the point. I'm gonna spoil it if I tell you, so sorry. Um, I have a fucking what do they call it? A dermoid, which is a tumor that is there since birth, and it can like it makes like one of those tumors that like can grow teeth and eyeballs and hair and shit.
Hmm.
So
You were pregnant?
no, it's just a little friend I got growing.
Sorry, Angel.
I kind of like it because I'm like, oh, I'm never alone. But also, I found out that it can like cause your immune system to attack your brain. So it might be actually like causing or at least like contributing to my seizures and why they're so hard to control. Because I looked at my x-ray and you can actually like see the teeth in there. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds wild.
So it's like now I gotta get that figured out on top of everything else, but I don't know. I'm it's a dangerous to get it removed, but if I don't, that means I controlling seizures is gonna be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to lose my little hairy teeth friend either.
Yeah, one day you'll have a baby and it'll be that.
Yeah, but I already have one and it's that, and I get to keep it forever. I gotta
Yeah.
get my teeth out though.
Mm.
You said you have a kid?
No, I don't have a kid. No, I
Oh,
meant my friend
oh.
who's my little
Wait till
scary.
you have a kid.
Man,
I don't know about you, but you know
how fun is that?
they're a joy for people. I know for me and Pookie, like they done
It's something you got to
they're a
build up a
big
tolerance
joy
for.
and help a whole lot for epilepsy.
You build up a tolerance for having a kid?
Yeah, you got to build up a tolerance, Angel. It's not just something you jump into. I jumped in knee deep first time. Um, I was kind of reckless with it. I was just in the field.
The first time you had sex, you had a kid?
Oh no, 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 no. I mean, like once I got old enough and I start like put it like this, I've never had uh
Protected sex.
I was
that's a
scared
way to
to
say
have
it.
a kid.
Actually, it's happened a few times, so I wouldn't say never, but yeah, yeah, I dodged some bullets, man. I dodged some bullets in my life. Whew, knock on wood, because
I was scared to have a kid, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I was
oh, now I
scared to
love them.
pass
I have six. I love them.
epilepsy.
My dad says have more.
But
He says get to 10, but yeah, I'm not going to 10 unless he's gonna raise these last other ones. But I'm pretty much done with kids. But yeah, protection. I'm still working on that in my
their
head.
joy, like
Yeah.
for the epilepsy part of me, I think it's changed me a lot and it's helped me grow better as a person and as an epileptic, you know? Like from even from some of the stories my wife says to me, said, I should say. Um, like I remember one time I was having a seizure. I don't know if I think it was a grand mal, but I did everything I could to not frighten the baby. It was just like my subconscious taking over. And I don't know if she was lying to me, but if it was true, then that means my subconscious is waiting because of my daughter, you know? Here you
Hey
come.
Tom, is this a restart moment?
But
Dum 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 dum.
possibly it can do wonders for people with epilepsy, you know?
This is
Hey Tom, it's a West Coast party over here.
good evening, everyone. I have to turn this off.
Welcome back, Tom.
Right, welcome back. My headache went away. It's time to restart.
There we go.
Was this a bad weekend for a lot of people, by the way? Because
Um,
I've seen so many people said they had seizures over the weekend.
I didn't have a seizure, but like
I had two.
I went from oh yeah, Tom said he did, but I'd say the
Taylor
worst
mom
part of my
did. I
weekend.
know I did.
Well, I went to my son's birthday and um they did laser tag, but I didn't do the laser tag. But I did do some virtual reality, and that was pretty fun. And I didn't have a seizure. But then also, I did bowling. That was part of the party. But I had a pretty decent weekend until like the person that I was just telling everybody on Friday. I was like, the person I wanted to be my biggest supporter turned to a supporter, and I felt really good about it. And I was just like, basically, it's my dad. I was like, I feel really good. Like this is the person I wanted. I wanted the most to support me is my mom and my dad. And my dad, he was didn't want me to do it at first. Told me don't do it and all this and that. Um, find other ways to make money,
And
take care
now
of my
he's
kids, and so on. But yeah,
don't
he became
worry,
a
I won't
supporter.
call
He was
you
just like, do
son.
what you're doing. I like what you're doing. You just do what you're doing. And then there was a conversation we had to where he just couldn't fight saying that wasn't agreeing. His thing was like, he was like, I don't want to say stop doing your podcast because it's people with epilepsy. But yeah, he was just like, do you think that's going to get you anywhere? And I was like, okay, so what you told me before isn't necessarily supporting me. You were just kind of giving in because you seen there was so many views in so many days or whatever the case. But then eventually a conversation came to where he couldn't hold it back. He was just like, he didn't say he doesn't agree, but the things he said, he was just like, you know, you got to find other things you can do. You can't just worry about that all day. But with this, I'm editing, I'm recording, I'm here, I'm participating. That's stuff to do. And
Yeah,
people who don't
you're
do
doing.
podcasts aren't going to know, because editing is a lot. I mean, I don't mind it because I love doing it, but it's time consuming. And being that I don't have a job and I don't have other things to do, there was things that he'd like for me to do, like go back to school since you're not doing anything. And I didn't want to
That's
tell
kind
him.
of expensive, isn't it?
Well, in
Yeah.
California, you can go to school for free. You can go
What?
to, yeah, you can go
I
to,
wish let me move to California.
Yeah.
you can't go to like 4-year universities, but you can go to like state schools like UC Berkeley, UC, UCLA, or UC anything, UC something. You can go to those. You can't go to the University of San
You
Francisco.
can go to Berkeley for free?
Yeah.
What?
They got some kind of fund or something. I forgot exactly what it was, but you can go to UCs for free.
Is this just for courses? Like, I know there's some you can just do like free courses, or you mean like full on?
I know that I know it's courses for sure. I'm not sure if it's exact courses, but I know there's people who've been like, I was able to get my degree because I was going back, and
I mean, I could get a bachelor's degree.
I'm pretty sure in California you can if you're what's it called, a citizen. I mean,
President.
resident.
He said that, but I'm like, I'm taking care of the kids. I'm taking care of the house. I'm doing all this. I was doing like laundry 3 days a week just so she can have clean pairs of clothes for work. You know.
So
and
anyway, I
all
felt the
this,
need to swing back in to say hello.
and I'm like, you
I
want
can't
me to
believe
go
this
to
is still going
school?
on at 9 o'clock at night.
And
Yeah,
I can't
it's got to
even
be 9 here
remember
too.
certain things.
Well, we're all at 9 o'clock except for Angel. Angel's about to be midnight, so
It's almost midnight here, but I don't care.
Where you
he's
at,
always,
Angel?
Come in and
he's
gave me
always
her.
the last person here.
Angel, where you at, man?
I'm in Philly,
Oh,
but I
you're in
stay up
Philly? We're
until
in
my
Philly.
mom. Yeah.
I'm
Huh?
from Trevose.
From where?
Trevose is the Northeast Philadelphia.
Oh, I'm from
Mm.
Lancaster County.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I'm from
in
Bucks
North
County,
Philadelphia.
Lower Bucks.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in North Philadelphia. I was Northeast when I was living with
I
my
grew up
wife.
there for 20 years. No, 18 years.
I'm in the East Bay, California, the Bay Area. So
I'm in Vancouver, Washington.
yeah, so
Yeah,
Good gracious.
everything my wife did was like, this costs money. I'm not using anything for money unless I'm using it for the baby.
Tom, do you think your wife would be interested in joining us on Friday?
I don't know.
I thought
Probably
you were
not. Probably not.
I thought you were looking at her.
Was I looking at? No, right now she's at the gym.
Oh yeah, how you were looking away. I thought you were looking at her, waiting for her to answer.
No, she's at the gym.
Okay, yeah,
He's free
got
now.
someone.
So.
Why? What's going on? What are you thinking?
Oh, I got someone else who's gonna bring their dad, and he's gonna explain to me what's it called, the genetic part of epilepsy. He was here earlier, Brandon, and I asked him could she bring her significant other, and she said he might want to join, but I was just gonna ask people around, anybody want to bring somebody, and so we got a few other people coming, And
Is your dad going to be there?
my dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about how, you know, he thinks it's a good thing that you're doing.
I think he was kind of saying that, and then there came a conversation where he had to really let it out. Not that supportive. I just wanted to be supportive in that
Okay.
moment.
I
Yesterday,
support you, but I don't want to do this.
Yesterday, I was talking to a couple people, and they said they might pop on this evening.
Okay.
And did we have any more people on that, any new faces?
No, today we didn't
Not
have any new
today.
faces. We had some regulars. Everybody was regular, but it was it was good from the start.
It was some fun chats today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to run.
It's all right.
Yeah,
You're
we
here now.
know. I'm surprised my daughter didn't call me today.
Mm.
Yeah, Angel,
Usually,
divorce sucks. It always comes down to money.
yeah. And
This is my second one. My first one went.
religion doesn't. My religious beliefs doesn't want me to divorce, but at the same time, my sister wants it to happen because she doesn't want my wife to 302 me.
What? What's 302?
302.
They force you into a psych ward, and then they can take custody of like all the property and stuff and change it to their name and stuff.
Mm.
Force you into a psych ward?
Yeah.
How do you go about doing that?
She will have to prove it with the medicines and stuff. But I haven't been around the house since she picked me December. She had a meltdown, and she actually admitted it at the court hearing that she had postpartum psychosis, and she had a meltdown and everything, and which is bullshit because she told me about the postpartum psychosis of when they gave her free testing from her old job, but all she's ever done was like look to Facebook for help.
Mm.
Whereas I actually went and got therapy.
I'm sorry to hear you're going through that. Haven't been married yet. I've been what's it called? Had
Don't
a
get
fiance.
married.
Don't get married.
Me and
Don't
Kate
get
can talk.
married. Why?
Well, because of the divorce thing.
Well, hey,
Me,
I'm
me
not
and
getting
Kate will
married.
tell
I'm
you don't
divorcing.
get
I got
married.
an awesome marriage. I couldn't have a
Right.
better marriage.
Kate's going through the same process.
Not everyone's as bad.
No, I had a bad one, but hey, not that like
Don't give up.
said, hey, they're not all bad.
Right. Don't give up on love, Angel.
That's
It's
it.
out there. It's out there
out
for
there.
everyone.
Somebody's out there for you.
Right.
I love my daughter.
I love my
I
daughter.
love my
too.
daughter.
I love my daughters as well.
Your
Don't give
daughters
up.
love you as well too.
Don't give up on love. The body
No, I
enjoys physical
won't.
touch. It's a feeling that you
I
don't
just
get
want to get out of this
anywhere else.
court deal and turn the page.
I'm not gonna say the body needs physical touch, but physical touch it does good to the body.
Yeah, I
Someone to
think
It
touch
does.
you
you.
need it. You at least need eyeballs looking at you. You
Yeah.
don't have to get married again, but you need, I mean, get a frog, anything.
But as far as therapy go, this is the best therapy group than any other therapy I tried.
Thank you. I don't know if
Good.
that was a compliment to me, but thank you.
I think that
It is
what we've
because
got
of you.
going on
You
here
started
is
it
something
all.
really special.
Hold on, Angel. Hold on. Tom was speaking. Say that again, Tom.
I was just saying, I think that what we've got going on here is something really special. And it's something we all need to be really happy to be a part of.
Energy drink giving seizures. I am getting focal events from drinking an energy drink for some reason.
I
I'm
am
not
not
sure if
touching
it's.
cat.
I am not sure if it's that specific. I'm not sure if it's that specific one. Amber lemon and lime sugar free, because I don't typically drink energy drinks. Does anyone else have similar experiences? Do you have any idea what it could be? Maybe the trigger?
Energy drinks don't give you seizures.
Says it doesn't seem to
But
be
they
the
ain't good
caffeine.
either.
Hey,
Caffeine, sometimes sugar-free stuff. I don't know if it gives me a seizure, but sometimes it fucks me up.
Yeah, sugar-free stuff I kind of dislike, but
I can't stand the taste of that aspartame and you know what? I demo that stuff all the time. And I demo energy drinks, but anything that's got aspartame or sucrose, I can't stand that taste. You can't get it out of my mouth.
they said
and
it doesn't
stevia.
seem to be
Blech.
caffeine.
Stevia, there you go. That's another one.
This person
That's
says
like an overload of caffeine. I'm like, nope, I don't need it. I need to sleep at night.
this person says it doesn't seem to be caffeine because I don't really get it with coffee unless I have a lot, and it doesn't happen as soon like with energy drink, which is almost direct when I have it. So they don't think it's the caffeine. Having focals on energy
I
drinks.
mean,
What makes them think it's a focal?
Right. Go ahead, Em.
I don't know if it's ramping your nervous system up. It might be, triggering something. Who knows? I mean, if it's having a bad effect on you, I have the
Then
same
don't
answer.
drink
It's
it.
not an handicap. Don't drink it. Yeah.
That's it. If you don't like the feeling or whatever, don't drink it. Not
Yeah, who
brain
cares if it's
surgery.
yes. Also, energy drinks, just don't drink them.
Yeah.
It's healthy for you, diet wise.
Well, I eat anything that's pretty much, I have a thing. If it tastes good, it's not good for you.
Right.
If it's made in the
Much.
United States, it'll kill you.
Yeah,
Very
that's
much
true.
If
possible.
it's got
Get cancer
processed
or
sugar,
diabetes or
it's bad.
oh gosh.
Yeah, I was looking at something that had a Fanta, and they had a Fanta from the United States and a Fanta from China. And the ones in China, they don't use colors or stuff like that. They use sweeteners from other vegetables and fruits and
Yeah.
stuff. And they get the colors from other vegetables or fruits.
Uh
The United States doesn't do that, but their states don't approve some of the stuff that we drink. Yeah, I was in Asia. They don't approve a lot of stuff that goes in our foods and drinks.
no.
And you don't hear about a lot of diabetes in other countries like we do here because they give us whatever they can sell, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the stuff in the United States will cause cancer or you'll end up with diabetes.
Right.
Yeah, diabetes. They use color dyes instead of like what they do in China and stuff.
Mhm.
And
And
it's
it's all
sad because
processed sugar.
I weigh about 173 pounds. 5'11". In high school, I weighed 165 pounds, and I'm 64 years old. I eat anything and everything I want. I don't know what a diet is. Besides my epilepsy, I've got good health,
Me too, fairly.
but
This is not technically a diet, Tom, although it is. Mediterranean diet. You're eating from stuff from basically the Mediterranean area.
that
The
makes
only
sense.
thing you will
Mediterranean
have
diet.
to cut the only thing you will have to cut down is maybe on red meat. But it'll increase the amount of fish you eat, which is great
I don't like
because
fish.
that helps the memory. And chicken's always good,
I live on chicken.
Right.
you
Chicken
know.
thighs.
And
I
then
don't
the
care for chicken breast.
vegetables and everything. You got pastas for starch, and it's helped me a lot for my NAS. I think it's helped me for my diabetes too.
I didn't know you had diabetes, Angel.
I'm not at the point of have to inject myself. When I was checked, I was like at 6.8, and then I've been falling down slowly once I started this diet.
Hmm. Okay.
And then I already had the bad liver, so it's
I
like I'm
got
sticking away from alcohol. I'm sticking away from processed sugar, or as much as I can.
all right. I got something here. It says, "Stupid to be scared of." I'm doing something relatively simple tomorrow, holding a garage sale as part of a community one that is already set up. I am scared to handle the money or make price decisions because of the number of seizures I have been having and my general memory cognition problems. Any inspiration or words of anything helpful?
Wait. She's afraid to handle the
Give it to
money
somebody else.
because of the seizures that she has.
I am scared to handle the money or make price decisions because of the number of seizures I have been having and my
Oh,
general.
okay. I got it. She doesn't because her memory. She doesn't feel confident in making change.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Ask somebody else to do it. That's simple.
I say fight through it. Try it. Don't be scared.
Yeah, just end up with more money than you started.
Right.
And just use the calculator on your phone.
Yeah, or take notes when you sell something. Write it down.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's stupid to be scared of because that was the question. Is it stupid to be scared of?
Yeah.
No, it's not stupid to be scared of. There's ways to get around it. Write something down, maybe have somebody there. If you can't have anybody there, just write it down.
Don't be high. Don't be scared of it.
Yeah, because being scared
Make
of
it
to
work.
do things, being scared to do things, it bothered me at once, and I had to learn that I got to stop being scared to do things because otherwise, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna know if it's something that's gonna make me have a seizure. I was just afraid to do everything that I was told by the doctor. Don't do this, this, and this, and it turned into a fear because I didn't know much about epilepsy. And eventually I was just like, I got to do this for myself. It makes me feel good doing this. I got to find a way to do this, but safely. Don't avoid
Yeah.
things because of epilepsy unless you're sure it's a trigger.
It's the opposite. It's family members telling me, "Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this." I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Right. That's exactly how my family is. It's don't do this, don't do that. And it's usually like, I'm not going to be around. I'm just going to go do it when I'm not around you.
That's why I left when I was 18.
I'm
It's
just going to
like,
leave.
I'm a
only
big
thing
boy, you know, boys and girls, go away.
I'm always telling
The
my
only
partner
thing I
that.
don't do is take a
Like, I'm
shower
not
in
a
the
baby.
house while nobody's home.
That was something I was going to ask. Now, I think I read this somewhere else where people are constantly afraid of having seizures. I mean, that's on their mind all the time. They're afraid to do things. They're afraid. I mean, sure, I know I'm going to have a seizure. Okay, it's going to happen, but I don't live my life in fear of having a seizure. And are any of you in that boat?
Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Is anybody in fear of having
No.
a seizure?
Yeah.
No.
And that's how they get you into P ending yes.
I try not to be afraid of it. I know the worst it can do is make me have a seizure. Well, that's not the worst because you can actually die. Let me run back on that. But yeah, like I said, if you let things like that get to you, then you're not going to do things and you might
Not going to
miss
live
out
a
on
life.
life. You're going to miss out on a lot if you just listen to the doctor. Don't do this, this, and this. I'm not saying go try it and go against their will, but if you feel like you're in a safe position or you have someone there or something of that sort,
Right.
some kind of preparation so you don't get too hurt, I say try it. I mean, I want to go skydiving, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say I'd do that tomorrow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to use common sense.
Yeah, you
I
gotta do
mean,
with precautions.
Risk,
you know, my wife didn't
risk
want me taking the
factor.
bus for a while. At first, you know, after we first got married, I was working at Meyer and Frank, and she's like, "Tom, I don't feel comfortable with you going out catching a bus." I said, "What?" She says, "You could be standing at a bus stop, have a seizure, and walk out into traffic." I said, "Honey, I could be walking out to the mailbox and get struck by lightning." Your point?
He just loves you.
So it's like,
I
honey, I said, I
once
can't live
was
that
at
way.
work and lightning hit the generator at work.
Yeah, that's pretty close. The closest I've been to lightning is looking at it out the window. I've never seen lightning strike the ground, but I've heard about it. And I've heard
I've
about it
seen a
hitting.
tree that got hit by lightning in my
Okay,
neighborhood.
yeah, seeing things that have been hit by lightning.
Yeah, I've never been anywhere near it.
Yeah, I've never been
seen it.
anywhere near it.
You know, in fact, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from Pennsylvania. I love the electric storms.
Yeah, I miss them.
Another
Yeah.
Philly person.
How do you guys miss that? I'm a Californian. This is stuff I haven't experienced, but it's wild to hear you guys say that you miss it.
Oh,
Spooky.
Well, I was
It gives
living-
you a mood.
yeah. Well, I lived in Mesa, Arizona for 6 months. I worked at an Intel plant, and I loved in this. Guess it was the early to late spring. We'd have these electrical storms, and I can remember laying in on the the 18th hole. We used to lie up there at night because it was really clear. We'd lay up there and drink beer and look at the stars. And then when it had when it rained, we used to go out there. You could look across the desert and electrical storms. You could see the bolts of lightning hit the ground. That's what I miss, man. I miss the desert.
The desert's awesome. If I could live in the desert, I would move to Nevada tomorrow, but I don't think my partner would come with me.
Me and my daughter love like just being in the rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love the rain. I don't love being in it, but I love just rainy season, and there's a different smell to
Well,
it.
you can come up and see me, man. I live in Vancouver, Washington.
That would be
It's
nice.
close as
Raining
you can get
everywhere.
to a rainforest.
Oh, you guys have rainforest?
I pretty much do.
Oh.
That's nuts.
I don't gotta come to you. It's been raining all the time in Philadelphia so far.
It's raining in the summer?
It rains
Yeah.
8 months out of the year here.
Mm.
We had an earthquake a couple days ago, and I swear to God, every time right before an earthquake, I get a cluster of seizures. And I was feeling weird, and then I felt it come right through the room. It was pretty wild.
What day was this?
You're in California?
Yeah.
Oh, where at?
Yeah, I'm on the border of Oakland and Piedmont, which just means that
Oh, okay.
it's you know the area?
Yeah. And my wife's from Concord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was real close.
Hey, I know. You guys know where Concord is.
Yep, I live there. I'm on the border of where M is at. So
And
Oh, you are?
yeah, I'm at the edge of Hayward in Oakland.
and my son and daughter-in-law and granddaughter live in Concord.
Oh, nice, nice. Angel, that is a nice ring.
It's my wedding ring.
Can I have it? I'm just kidding.
Here's my wedding
I'm
ring,
thinking to do once the divorce is settled with it,
and I got it at
and
a
we
pawn
turn it
shop.
into a bullet.
Nice.
I got married at the Justice of Peace and got my wedding ring at the pawn shop. Got married
Where'd you get
by
married?
a woman.
Say that again, Em?
Where'd you get married? Where'd you get married?
In Vancouver, Washington, and then downtown Vancouver, a place called the Wedding Chapel.
Oh, nice.
And actually, I got married there with the first time too, by the same woman.
Oh my God.
By
She's like, you're back.
Oh yeah.
You think you'll go there the third time, fourth time?
It ain't gonna happen. In fact, neither myself or my present wife never expected to get married a second time. I was done. I was fed up. Done with relationships. But we actually met in a bar and have been inseparable ever since. That was 23 years ago. 24 years ago.
I'm getting relationships. I don't think I'll ever get married again.
Well, you never know, but maybe you won't. Maybe you don't want to be.
Yeah, I don't think Angel wants to be married anymore. Marriage was a bad experience for you. It sounds like traumatizing, huh?
Yeah, with this wife. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going through it, man.
I'm a happy man. I'll say that.
Good.
I'm a happy man.
She started out great.
Man.
And then
They usually do.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, maybe that's his life. I'll just stick back. But yeah, they all start great, and then
And then
yeah.
Well, this one's
that should be a reason for divorce. Well, that's awesome, Tom.
Right. I want to be married 50 plus years or 20 or whatever the case. I'm gonna get married.
I
so
thought this was my forever woman.
Don't we all?
I wanna get divorced like 4 times, but I really like my partner, so probably not. Maybe I'll do it while I'm still with him. He'll understand. He knows it's a goal.
Get married and divorced.
They get married and
I wanna get married
divorced.
again.
That's
Yeah.
a
Maybe
goal.
he'll be the reason you
Yeah,
divorce
just
the
like
other guys.
yeah, maybe throw some women in there. It just sounds like fancy, you know, like I have the money to do that even though I don't.
Yeah, that's what you could lose is money.
Well, I don't have any money, so
You could lose
maybe
your
I could
mind
gain some
also.
Well,
money.
you know what they say? They say
I already lost my mind.
get married. No, marry for money, not for love.
Yeah. Yeah, Angel, that's what you should do next.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Find yourself a
Marry for
woman with
love.
money. Marry her, then divorce her and take half what she's got.
Fuck yeah. Do
I
it.
married for love, and
oh
I
man.
lost my mind.
Be like, you can take the cash, I'll
And I
take
did
the
get a
house.
beautiful daughter out of
Once you
it.
take the house, once you
I'll
have a
take the
house
house
that's
if it's
raised,
paid for.
yeah, you have a house that's paid for,
If it's
anybody
paid
will
for,
date
yeah.
you. You can tell a female, I got a house we can go back to and I own it. How about that?
Yeah, just
The
make sure you
deed
can pay
is
the
under
taxes
both
on
of
it.
our names, but I don't care about it as long as the kids got somewhere to live.
Right.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
get a good lawyer because you might care about it later is my only advice.
My daughter's only 4, so
Sam, have you been married?
Yeah, I've been married.
Kids?
No kids. No, I got a dog.
A dog.
I got a
Okay.
dog and I got my little person that's growing in me that's not a kid, but you missed that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Something here says,
What am I missing, huh? Anything
oh,
important?
I'm
No,
putting
I got a
it
little
in the
tumor with
chat.
teeth.
I'm sorry?
Were you asking me or am I
You.
just yeah, I found out I got this little tumor with teeth and shit and it might be causing my seizures. We don't know. We have to find out, but I don't want to get rid of it. So,
You don't want to get rid of a tumor?
I mean, if it's not causing my seizures, not really. I mean, it's like having a friend with me all the time. I wouldn't want to get yanked
Oh,
out of somebody.
you have good conversations?
Are you like
Um,
Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
yeah.
Where's this tumor located?
It's in my pelvis.
So it's not bothering you?
Yeah, I think it is. I think this is maybe TMI, but I think some of the teeth escaped because I got an x-ray and it looks like they went on vacation around my body.
mm.
And I still want
I
to
put
keep
a
that little motherfucker.
She said it
I
has
put a
teeth and
picture of my
hair.
daughter in the chat. That was her 4th birthday last month.
Oh, nice. I got some said, what words of support are best? Best or worse for after a seizure? I'm a 21-year-old female. I have a partner, 22-year-old trans female, male trans female, 22. Partner who's had epilepsy since she's been 14. She's had 4 out of 6 in all seizures with me present. They're tonic clonic grand mal every time without warning, and they always end up in a 911 call. I've taken a lot of time to learn how to properly take care of her while they're happening. CPR, if that, hopefully doesn't ever have to come in handy, and how to care for her. But after there's one thing I still don't know. What to say to her after? I know obviously not to explain what she did or how she looked because she isn't present at all during or after then. But maybe from other epileptics, what do you need to hear?
I love you.
Everything will be
Yeah.
all right. It's all right.
It's all good.
Yeah. What do you need?
Yeah, what do you need? It'll be all right. Everything will be all right. Calm down.
Yeah.
You want something to drink?
Stay right there.
Yeah.
You're all right.
I always
Calm
need
down,
something to
I'm
drink
right
after
here.
I have a seizure. Yeah.
Yeah, the calm down. I'm right here. You're all right. You're all right. Calm me down. Once I'm calm, you can pretty much tell me anything.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah, there you go. You want a
Yeah.
hug? Come here.
Yeah, sometimes just getting
Just get
I'm
a
hugging
hug.
you.
Yeah.
If I'm in the ER, it's like I'm not calming down. I want to get out of there. I can then calm down and rest.
Yeah, I don't ever. Actually, let's see. I think the ambulance have tried to calm me down a few times. I think actually I've tried to hop out one time too. But I think for some reason it's always the opposite. Like you always would think the guy paramedics are going to be the ones that are mean, but I've had two female paramedics and they were the only ones that were actually really mean, and they were yelling at me like calm down, all this and that. Stay still, I'm trying to put the IV in, or want to strap me down and all that stuff. I don't know if it's like an ego thing once they get in a position of kind of power, I guess.
Power has a power trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't do anything, and they're probably like sick of dealing with people all day, so they take their chance when they can.
Right. It's like once my uncle, when I told him, he was like, maybe they're just because they're mad because you had a seizure and they think maybe you're just not out of your seizure yet. They're talking to you like that. And I was like, that still doesn't make sense. You talk to me and I'm not out of a seizure. You talk to me like that. But it's even worse when I thought about it. Like, they don't even know what's going on. And they don't know if I'm out of the seizure. Once I thought about it, I was like, yeah, they don't know if I'm out of seizure and they're talking to me like that. But I don't know who to report them to. Because once I got to the emergency room, I forgot what's the name on the ambulance.
Yeah.
And these days, there's so many different companies. There's not just ambulance.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all I was going to say would be to report it to the company. But yeah, like I said, the only way to find out is go through the emergency room. Ask them to look it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who brought
Yeah.
me in here?
Who was it that brought
Have
you
someone with you if you can. Ask them if you can record what's happening. That sometimes helps.
Yeah. We have Ann. She does that. Records all of her, and it works for her.
in?
It works. She throws the information in their face like, you did say this.
Fuck yeah.
Love her.
Come on.
What does Ann do?
She's an advocate for everything that we need her to advocate for.
The girl's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, she advocates for marijuana, mushrooms, psychedelics,
Anne's my
epilepsy.
hero.
Epilepsy, pretty much, she's an advocate, just advocating for us to be advocated
And we're the
for.
same age.
Nice.
And it's funny because the way she talks reminds me of it just takes me back 40 years.
To brassier ladies.
Em, did you say you were 22?
Yeah, sure.
I thought I heard you say you were 22. I'm not sure, but
I'm 19.
I'm
No,
22.
I'm
Yeah, she looks more like she's 17.
Stop it. 16. I'm 35. I'm about to be 36.
oh, how soon?
You do
Couple
not
months,
look
September.
it at all.
Hold on, Angel.
Tell
Say that
me-
again, Em.
Wait, yeah. Say it again.
I said, when are you turning 36?
September.
Oh, okay, I'm older than you. I'll be 36 in August.
Oh, you just beat me.
You?
So you're a Leo?
I'm a Virgo.
You're a I do, yeah.
Gemini.
All right.
Okay, one second. I'm
You
on
do
a
not
call. Hold
look
on.
36 at all.
Okay. So yeah. The words of support. We answered that. Basically, ask someone, do they need a hug? Do they need something? Yeah. Words of support. The only thing I can think of is like, soothe me. Soothe,
Make
soothe
me
me
feel
like you're
good.
yeah, soothe me like you're my significant other. Just
Prove your
Oh,
love.
give me 1 second.
all right. Prove your love to me.
I did prove your love.
Yeah.
Show me how much you love me.
Right on the spot. Huh. So what said,
man.
I know.
are auras always followed by a seizure? I
No,
don't think
Not
so.
always.
not always.
I used to get random
Well,
smells.
auras are Caesars.
Yeah. I used to get random smells like burnt flies. If you ever used an electric fly swatter, then you know what I mean.
No.
Burnt flies, bleach, etc. I didn't have seizures after that, though. I've stopped experiencing that 90% of the time since starting taking Lamictal. I've always assumed that auras only happen right before a seizure. Am I wrong? You're 100% wrong. Auras are seizures. Someone told you that in the comments. Auras are seizures. You're wrong. And if it happens, I usually prepare. I mean, I haven't really had an aura, but I guess I've had like a weird vibe, like, but nothing ever happened. So I'm not sure if that was an aura or not. But if I ever get an aura, I'm just gonna sit down and prepare for a tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Sit down.
and make sure, that's what I do anyway. It's like if I'm sitting here at the computer, I'll get up 3 steps to my left, lie down on the couch. 10 minutes later, I'll back up over here at the computer.
Well, yeah, been there. We got someone that says, "What made you switch neurologists?"
You got a piece of paper?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've asked my
We're
neurologist.
gonna be here till 3 a.m.
This is gonna be a good one.
So I've asked my neurologist. To switch my meds again because I've been taking lamotrigine for the past 8 months and I've still been unable to sleep normally and develop some tremors. Immediately, they suggested putting me on Keppra again, which did not work either the first time because of the mood swings. Should I find a new neurologist? I feel like he isn't listening to me, and I'm open to trying new meds, but they keep pushing lamotrigine or Keppra as if it's the only 2 options. But maybe I'm not being realistic. Anyone have stories of what caused you to switch neurologists? I never switched because I was young. I was a kid. But then once I got used to that guy, I felt like I told him a lot to keep up with my life and like know things about me. And recently he retired. So that was after 20 years. So yeah, I didn't change. I kind of took everything that he said and just ran with it. I was young and yeah, I was only going to the hospital when I need to see him.
You got a new one?
Nope, I am neurologist-less.
I gotta help you out.
I had to wait to see my primary and ask him to refer me to somebody at Stanford. I like that they let me.
Nice.
They let me like know where I'm gonna get them from, and like since Stanford's close, I'm just gonna ask them, refer me one to Stanford like they usually do. And
Are you on Medi-Cal?
yes, I am.
And
The
you can
late
get a
great
referral
Medi-Cal.
out? Yeah.
Huh?
you can get a referral out like to
Yeah.
like Stanford.
I like Stanford. But yeah, I guess like if you like, oh, I like the Kaiser over here in Redwood City, or I like the what's it called? There's another one, a few other ones, but yeah, I like Stanford. They're pretty much on top of it with most of the things that I've dealt with there. And the thing I like about them is they don't let you leave until they find the problem. They're not just going to
Nice.
tell you this and that and then let you go. They're going to keep holding you and say, no, that's not what's going on. We think it's this. Test you for that. And then they'll be like, oh, no, it's not that. We're going to keep testing. You just stay right here. They're not going to let you leave without knowing what's
Dang,
wrong.
I like that.
Yeah.
Man,
They should all be like that.
I'll tell you what. And I thought I've been with Kaiser for over 20 years. And I love Kaiser. They jump through hoops for me, but they don't offer stuff. If I ask, they'll do it. But
Yeah. With me, they'd be like, did you hit your head? And I'd be like, I don't know, but I got a headache. Okay, we'll give you an MRI and a CT and see what's going on. I don't got to wait months. I can go to the emergency room right now and say, I think I hit my head and I have epilepsy. Can you check me out? You got Medi-Cal? What? Right then and there.
Nice.
Get
I'm
you in
moving down to
line.
San Francisco.
Yeah, so, but you said, what about San Francisco?
I said I'm moving down to San Francisco.
Oh,
Well, if you
I
do,
would, but Tracy doesn't
I'll
want
tell
to
you where
move
not
back
to
to
go.
California.
say that again. Tracy
Well-
doesn't move to California?
I said I would. I'd go back to California. I mean, I would move to California, but Tracy won't go back to California.
Yeah, you got a good one. Stick there.
I
if
got
that's
a good
what
one,
wants.
so no, I'm good. I'm good. But her kids are down there,
Oh, nice.
and he's going to build an in-law place on his property, whether he knows it or not. So
You're just gonna go back there with some planks of wood.
I have to make sure I got a place to lay my head.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah. And what were you saying? If he moves down to San Francisco?
I'll tell you what neurologist not to get.
Oh, okay.
I miss that.
She said she'll tell you what neurologist not to get.
Oh, okay. Mine. Let me see. May, June, July 1st. I've got a neurologist appointment. It's a new guy, and I think he's retiring in about 30 to 45 days. I'm just going there so I can get my my prescription changed. I'm trying to get off the Mecto. I mean, Capra.
Okay.
He already has me. What do we call that stuff?
Caprage.
No, XOR.
Excopri.
XOR, yeah.
Excopri.
I've already got that. I mean, they've taken Capri out of my prescription list.
It seems like they're moving everybody off of the coast.
Yeah. So what made you switch neurologist didn't go for me because I didn't switch. Angel, you ever switch neurologist? Huh? Not that you can remember.
Who, me?
I was asking Angel, you ever switch neurologist?
Oh yeah, I had to a few times. Sorry, I froze there. My first neurologist was a pediatrician neurologist at a children's hospital. So I could only stay there while I was a child. And then I had to find new neurologists time and time again. I see faces, but I can't put names to them. And I probably got reports somewhere in this house somewhere. Maybe, if they're not lost. And then there was the neurologist right before this one. He was the one that put me on Keppra. And he did not listen because all he wanted was Keppra and Lamictal. And he was not listening to me or my wife, so he said, I'll refer you to another guy. And I actually like this guy. He did everything. He did tests. He went into my background, like backstory, even though I didn't have all the paperwork. I did find it because of the homework you made me do, Pookie. But
When you're
it was
referring to
just like
homework, you got to remind me. I probably said do a few things and I can't remember.
it was the past drugs we've been on, the past medication,
Oh,
and I
okay,
went
yeah, I remember
looking
that.
for,
I remember that one.
and I was like, all right, let me see what I can find. And I found everything from 1997 to 2001, which is basically my teen years, my children years. And I'm missing, I think, everything from there till 2015. But I know I've been through some because I had to be renewed on Depakote and stuff like that. I think I was on gabapentin at one point. And it's just like I can see the faces, but I can't find the reports.
All right, everybody.
And
Night night.
all right, Tom.
Night, Tom.
Night. Until next time.
Bye.
Friday. I might have to work on Friday.
Oh, you didn't get fired?
That's
No.
a good thing.
Oh no. Actually, I haven't.
Nice.
No. Not yet.
That's a good
Nice.
thing, Tom.
All right.
All right, you have a good day, and I will see you guys Friday, if so.
Possibly.
All right.
Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, I just found out I'm not working tomorrow because she just texted me a little while ago. Tom, we're not going to need you tomorrow. Well,
They're giving you a little break.
Tom, I need you one more second. I need you in this last one. I found something for you in particular because I need the answer to this. It says vagus nerve stimulation. Has anyone got the VNS for epilepsy and also has dysautonomia? Curious? Is it dysautonomia? Yeah, I think that's what it says. Dysautonomia. Curious about any experiences. I've read that it is contradicted.
Contradictory?
Contraindicated?
Contraindicated. Okay,
What
sorry.
the heck is that?
Yeah, it lost me. Anyway,
Constrictory?
I've read that it is contraindicated, but I am also aware of some new research using VNS to help dysautonomia, autonomia,
Where are you
whatever.
at?
You got it.
It's a hard word. I have both epilepsy and dysautonomia, POTS, basically. Thanks for any feedback. You don't have both, Tom, so I'm not sure you could even answer that. But yeah. Yeah, so never mind, Tom.
What
That
do
was
they
the
want to know
question.
about the VNS?
It says, has anyone ever got the VNS for epilepsy and also has dysautonomia? But
No.
you don't, so I thought it was just a
That
question.
doesn't work now.
Yeah, it was just a question. I didn't read the question.
Where are you reading that from?
From epilepsy.
In epilepsy?
Yeah.
What's the date?
7 days ago.
Oh, okay.
This a
There's
late.
another one. There's
I
another
just
one
look at
though.
new stuff. I just look at new stuff.
This one says, is it ethosuximide? Stopped my seizures. My partner and I are wanting to start a family, which means I have to stop taking ethosuximide due to the possible birth defects that can occur. My doctor suggested getting the vagus nerve stimulator. Does anyone have a similar story? What is your experience like trying to decide to have kids or not? Never mind, Tom. That's another one you can't relate to.
Yeah, that's a little out of my
Hey, I don't think Tom can give birth.
nah, I
You
think
sure?
I'll pass on that one.
Haven't tried.
I haven't tried. I don't think I'm going to even put that's not even in my wheelhouse.
Gotcha.
Not on my bucket list.
Right. All right. Well, it was nice, you guys, and I'm gonna go too.
All righty.
You guys have a
All
great night.
right.
And I'll shoot you guys a DM from time to time.
All right.
I'm
I'll see you
always on.
Friday. I will see you
I'll
Friday.
do what I
We'll
can.
be here another 10 hours on Friday, and that's longer than the average work
Yeah,
shift. I will see you.
Let's see. On Fridays, I'll be. See, I usually get off about 7, so I'm home. I'll get home about 7:30.
All right. I'll see you then.
All righty then.
Taylor mom will probably be here.
Yeah, she will. She's dealing with some stuff right now. But you guys have a great night.
And she had a big seizure for the weekend too.
Hey guys.
Huh?
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out because my partner's gone and I start to not be able to tell if somebody is outside on the balcony when mine start. And doing all this shit alone has really been difficult, so it's been really helpful to hang out all day.
Yeah, we can keep hanging out.
No
I thought
problem.
you guys maybe wanted to go to bed. Yeah.
Just send me a DM whenever.
On Facebook.
Huh?
Like on Facebook? Or
Oh,
Facebook.
I meant Reddit, but yeah.
No, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I
Hey,
can stay on if you want him. There's plenty more. Of course,
how's
there's so much
Tuna?
more to go through. But I know Angel, it's coming up on 1 o'clock, huh?
I don't care.
Shh, don't tell me
I'll
that.
just be sleeping in.
Oh,
All right then.
I can do maybe like about 30 more minutes. I'm getting pretty
But
sleepy, which is good.
Yeah,
Pookie,
same here.
have you heard from Tuna?
Have not. I hope he's okay.
I
I'll
hope
text
he's
him. I'll
okay.
text him. So I got something here. It says, weird question. Numbness. Hello, I am an epileptic in remission for over a decade, but lately I've had some unique experiences. I posted before and after smelling brownies in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, I moved countries before I was able to see a neurologist. Now, over the past few weeks, something bizarre has been happening. My whole mouth and lips keep going numb. I thought at first maybe an allergic reaction, but now it's happening when I have yet to eat. Like dentist level numb. Has that ever happened to anyone? My lips and tongue, and no. Uh, this is the same thing when Reese said maybe her tongue was paralyzing on one side, or that other question. That's someone said that.
I get that as an aura sometimes, like, but just on one part of my mouth. I don't know if it's really an aura just from biting my tongue every night, you know?
I
But
can't remember how many times I bit my tongue, so
Yeah, me either.
that tingling.
Yeah, my tongue has grown back so many times.
Brand new tongue.
Right, in so many different areas. It was so bad at one point in time, then got better, and then had another seizure, then it got better, and then I chewed the other side, and then, yeah, and so on. You get it.
the only thing I can say is I will never have that split tongue because I got the missing teeth right there.
I almost said, oh, nice, but yeah, it isn't that nice.
It's a plus for a person with epilepsy.
Right. Um, this one says, what could have caused it? I had a seizure yesterday night. I was standing up for a few minutes getting dinner, and my vision started going black. Oh, that's not a good sign. So I sat down and it got a bit better. Then I took a few bites of my food and my vision went very black. And I wanted to go lay down on the couch, but I didn't move fast enough and I woke up on the floor with my mom shaking me. She said I started snoring and then my head hit the counter. Then I fell to the floor and my arms
Ooh.
started twitching. And she rolled me over and had to yell at me and shake me to get me to come back. I went to the hospital after that, and the blood work and brain CT scan came back normal. The only thing is I can think of is I got I got less than an hour of sleep that day. I've lost 10 pounds this month from accidentally under eating, and the past 2 days I hadn't eaten much, but I was hydrated. I've been a little stressed this week, and I had taken an edible 4 hours before that. But I use weed regularly, and this is tested and legal, so it's not laced in. I wasn't high at the time of the seizure because I had already worn off. It had already worn off. But otherwise, I'm completely healthy and exercise regularly. Drink lots of water, sleep well usually, and I'm good. I'm at a good weight despite accidentally losing 10 pounds. Under eating after a traumatic wreck. My family has no epilepsy, no history of seizures or epilepsy, and it really just came out of nowhere. The doctors didn't really give me an answer, and I have to see neurology whenever I get an appointment, which will take a few months probably. I did used to get black vision randomly, but sitting would fix it, and it was caused by trazodone. And is it busprone? Buspirone, Bucerone, but fixed it by taking that 3 weeks ago and haven't had a black vision issues unless I stop too fast. I'm just confused. Why is this happening and how to prevent it?
Do they have epilepsy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't exactly say, but they said there's no signs of epilepsy in my family, but they're asking, could this have been a seizure? It could have been. Because I've heard someone say we can be doing everything right, but you're gonna have a seizure. People have them controlled, but you can be taking your pills, you can be eating right, sleeping right, and
You can be seizure free and
seizure free. And
hi.
Losing
right.
weight and the medications they mentioned can screw with your that you have low blood pressure, you lose some weight, can fuck with your circulation. It's possible to have a convulsive syncope, and that'll give you those symptoms. Especially standing up. But like everyone has to go to the doctor, I think.
Yeah, I get seizures. I mean, I get dizzy standing up, but then I usually find
Yeah.
somewhere to sit down, or I don't stand for much longer. Um, but yes, that's a very odd thing.
I
Um,
was pulling weed the other day and I was getting dizzy.
yeah, that's rough.
Oh yeah, and they said they were eating, which also all your blood goes to your stomach. Um, if they don't have epilepsy, that would be my first thought, but I don't know.
Got something else. Someone said, feeling ashamed of my weird seizure diagnosis. So since I was a child, I've always had absent seizures followed by hallucinations. When I was little, I thought they were ghosts, and throughout elementary and high school, I barely slept at all because of how bad the hallucinations were. In ninth grade, that's when I started to drink to just forget about the hallucinations. By 10th and 11th, I was failing a lot of classes or just barely passing. At 16, I had my first MRI and EEG in my brain. My brain looked normal, in quotes, looked normal, but they did see abnormal seizure activity in the front of my brain, but never diagnosed it, and basically just threw me to the psychiatrist for them to deal with it. So far, I've been on 5 different medications until I finally went back to neurologist and got some lamotrigine and finally a diagnosis. At the ripe age of 22, I have post-coital psychosis. Although I'm relieved that I actually have a diagnosis finally, I'm also pretty upset with the fact that I have it in the first place. I've struggled with it all my life and lost so many friends and relationships because people were afraid or didn't believe me. It feels weird and dumb to have such a complex diagnosis and having to explain to people that I see things that aren't there. Does anyone else on this subreddit have possible psychosis? How do you deal with the backlash from family and so called friends? I just ditch them. I don't get the backlash. I
Yeah,
can
fuck
ditch you emotionally or I can ditch you physically. Um, and
I
sometimes I try
only
to do
ever
both.
told I only ever told my inner circle about hallucinations. So it's not something you want out there.
Yeah. Um, yeah, since having it as a kid, that sucks because, like you said, you have to tell people that you're seeing things that aren't there. That sucks because I've heard about people who have that kind of seizures only, that they're seeing things and hallucinating every time, and that's the worst. I mean, other seizures are bad, but hallucinations are horrible. I've had a hallucination. I don't exactly remember hallucinating, but I was told about it, that I was seeing things or whatever. And I just put the story together when I tell people that this and this was happening. And I was saying this, but I wasn't there. I don't remember this. Um, you guys ever had some hallucinating?
Yeah, that's why I've been hanging out on this chat for so long. Like, uh, hey, be nice to each other.
I had auditory hallucinations, and once I realized it, I called my cousin up like I'm hallucinating. He's like, "Oh shit, not that again!" And he's like, I'm coming to pick you up. I
That's
got to
nice.
get you out of there."
Right.
That's nice. Yeah, like I can't tell. I know nobody's out on the balcony. Like I know it, but it's like my brain just can't figure it out. It's like trying to figure out faces afterwards. And then I abruptly stopped my Lamictal after a really terrible neurologist appointment. And I just kept seeing the fucking cat out the side of my vision. It's weird because it's like I know it's not true, but it's still like it makes me paranoid.
You can't
Gotcha.
tell doctors, and you can't tell.
I guess I'm lucky though because my seizure activity was in my occipital lobe, which matches up. So um it's I can be honest with it, but otherwise I do think that that would be a tough one because you could get some other diagnosis and then go all
What's the lobe you just said?
the occipital lobe.
Where's that?
It's in the back of your head, and mine was on my left side, and I see stuff out of my right eye.
Hmm. You got me thinking now. I'm sitting here wondering what I can see out of my peripheral, but yours is something that just pops there and you can't see. Yeah, I got a mirror next to me, so I do see a few things every time I move. But yeah,
I see things, and I'm like, there's nothing there.
most of the time when I see things, it's like my hair dangling in my peripheral or something. Uh, yeah, I haven't had a hallucination in about 20 years, but that was bad. But also, actually, I've had a hallucination. Um, it's gonna sound weird, but this was fun because it was on mushrooms, so that was a different hallucination. And then I was laughing about it with people I was comfortable being around. So that was that. But yeah, hallucinating is not fun if you're not on mushrooms. If there's just some random things jumping around, I guess that could bother your mental health.
Yeah, I was ready to. I kept telling my partner, I'm like, I'm ready to check myself into a psych ward right now. Um, but my therapist was like, well, you don't believe that it's like because I don't believe it's real and it's not happening all the time. She's like, no, and I was a bit disappointed because I just wanted to go get it fixed, you know.
I'm like, I know it's not there. I know it's not there.
Yeah, and it looks
But
different than like regular. I think some people really see like something that's real, but mine's like I know the blue dots and blobs aren't there. I know somebody's not on the, but it's hard to convince yourself of that.
Right. It is
the
sometimes hard to convince
auditory
yourself
one.
for things that aren't really there.
Yeah.
That's like at my stepdad's house when I'm at his house. Like I'll always hear things, but I'm like, I know no one's in his house because he's in the living room and I'm in the room. Like something I'm hearing, it's not him, but yeah, it's always something. He has hardwood floors, so I just be like,
Oh, man.
I don't know. This sound only happens when someone's stepping on this part of the hardwood floor, but there's never no one there, so I just quit checking eventually. Like
Yeah.
at first, I
I
was like, "Oh
do
my goodness,
remember
what is
something when
this?"
I was.
Say that again.
I said I do remember something. I was younger. There, I was staying at my grandmom's house. It was the third floor, and it was like late at night. I was young, and all I remember was like this shadow that ran straight into my uncle's room. It was a closed door, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to sleep."
I feel you, but yeah, guys, Angel, it's 1 o'clock, and I'm over here yawning, and I don't know how you're
Yeah,
not yawning, but Em, I hope that balcony is safe for you, and I hope you have a great night.
some roast spook.
Oh no, I'm definitely not going to be able to, but I will try. I'm going to put on something nice and boring and lay here. Actually, I will be able to because I got some weed tonight.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Run some Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh no, that's not gonna help.
Just lay in bed and stare.
Laying in bed and smoke, I definitely fall asleep. Later, alligators.